And away from the Kaneshie Central Market, the Center for Democratic Development criticized President John Mahama's new code of conduct, specifically targeting the clause allowing appointees to receive gifts worth up to 20,000 Ghana cedis. They argue that this threshold is too high and could legitimize corruption. President John Dramani Mahama on Monday, May 5, unveiled a new code of conduct for appointees, including ministers outlining strict ethical standards to combat corruption, conflicts of interest, and misuse of power. Before we hear from CDD, let's look at some of the key rules in the Code of Conduct. A bit later, my colleague will come and give us a breakdown of it. But on your screen now, the new Code of Conduct for government appointees this year, it starts with the first one: declare conflict of interest and avoid ostentation. And 2, no gifts from parties with government's interest, and as well declare official gifts above 20,000 Ghana cedis. No public funds for gifts and hampers, and so a little later in Christmas you shouldn't expect any hampers. And then number 5, all travel requires prior chief of staff approval, as well state assets not for sale, including vehicles. And it goes on to also say that no influence peddling by ministers, no solicitation of appearance fees, and do not interfere in court proceedings as well. And also parliamentary duties must be prioritized and not recommend friends, family for government roles. And also it still goes on to say that when you breach any of this code of conduct or these rules, here are some of the sanctions that you may be seeing your favorite minister or government appointee going through. So 1, public apology; 2, reprimand; 3, suspension; 4, resignation, and also termination. Yesterday, you may have heard the Attorney General saying that this is not just what a government appointee may be going through. They just might also face criminal prosecution as well. It goes on to say that code has no legal enforcement mechanism. Many have raised the concerns about how this will be enforced. And 2, no independent body to oversee compliance. And the third one, past codes were weekly enforced. These are some of the loopholes or the challenges that stakeholders have actually raised in concerning the Code of Conduct. But the Director of Policy Engagement at CDD Ghana, Dr. Govt Appointees, has expressed worry over a major loophole in the gift clause. Speaking on PM Express yesterday with Evans Mensah, he warned that without urgent revision, the policy could be manipulated by officials to receive high-value gifts while staying within the formal rules.
$20,000 is almost over $1,000. That is significant. And the other thing that is obviously not clear is that is this 20,000 for the year? Because I can basically be giving you 20,000 every month, for 12 months. And every time I receive it, it's under 20,000, and therefore it's within the rules. So that there are many problems with the gifts procedure that has been put together. I think they were trying to maybe strike some sort of a balance. But as I said, the objective is not to create value that then create or incentivize a conflict of interest situation, which, as I said, in many occasions is very difficult to monitor and also determine intention of the person that's giving the gift. So you try to just avoid it. Don't create the situation for people at all.
Yeah.
So I think for me that definitely has to be revised. And
Now, still on this, former Auditor General Daniel Yao-Domelevo, speaking on PM Express, has punched holes in the Code of Conduct, particularly the clause on jewelry and the declaration of assets, arguing that it's inconsistent with existing legal provisions.
I looked at the document. It is good. There are some areas that add some value. I wished they use those value additions add them to the code of conduct bill that has been prepared, and then pass it into law so that it is not something which is going to guide public office holders only during Mahama administration. But there's a small thing I want to draw attention to. If you go to page 30 of the code, they talk about declaration
of assets and liabilities.
Yes. And they talk about jewelries, a minimum of 5 million. It's a lot. And I don't know even if the housing which some of us stay is even up to 5 million. So you have to have jewelry to the tune of 5 million, and there are other things, 5 million. I say, ish, this is too high. So, and it is not and it's not consistent with the law, because the 550 does not say anything like that. So I think they may have to review that and maybe make it to align it with the law, and then they should try and pass it into law, so that we don't have one set of ethics or rules or code of conduct during Mahama administration. When Kojo Asante becomes the president, he says, no, I don't respect this. I'm also bringing I don't think we need that.
Meanwhile, the deputy presidential spokesperson, Shamima Muslim, has revealed that some appointees, including herself, are seeking clarity on the code of conduct.
I'm also even curious as a staffer about the frequency argument. Beyond the frequency, we would also need clarity on the sources. So, for example, if I am receiving frequent gifts within the threshold of 20,000 from a particular source, what does that mean?
I mean, but Shamima, you are not allowed to be curious. You are only allowed to give us answers, because you are the deputy spokesperson.
We're having conversations.
No, not at all. Because we need clarity. We need clarity on that subject.
Let me clarify. Yeah. That's the whole point. Remember that this code. Hold on.
No, I get it. I want answers. We all do. I mean, she says she's curious. No. I'm just saying that I want answers, not to be curious.
Evans,
yeah.
Let's not do that. Remember that I am a staffer who is also supposed to comply. So if I read the code, the staffers and the ministers are not the ones who have prepared the code of conduct. So if we also read the code, we should have the liberty and the right to also seek clarifications